Hey there guys and gals, this is the Zuru X-Shot 2x micro, 2x Hawkeye set. Now, for the Nerf war, pretty much everyone got a set of these, so I'm hoping they work right. I thought that they were like rifles, but I found out recently that they're brake loaded. Gonna figure out how exactly this works. They also have 2 extra pieces on them, which is kind of cool, so you can basically disassemble them into little pistols if you wanted to. And you'll notice the box is a little messed up. That's because Burlington people who pack things are quite lazy. It was nothing I did. Now, first thing I'm going to say is, unless I get a turbo advance, this is probably going to be the last X-Shot set that I get. I'm thinking of getting a turbo advance, but then I'm also like, I don't need it. But I think I might just do the same thing over here. Or I'll take off some of the tape. They didn't even tape the box up right. Like, it's supposed to be symmetrical, bros. Nice. That side of the box I just ripped straight off. Alternatively, I could just hold it out to the side, but whatever. I'll get into the... let's check out the back. Whoa, I'm zoomed in, aren't I? Not bad, a little bit zoomed in. Okay, so what do we got? We have sights on a rail. We have a stock that we can apply which holds extra darts. Pump action. You guys can't see that, can you? Nope. Let's see. Pump action. Okay. Break-in load. So it looks like it's only going to hold 1. And the micros you already know. I'm probably not even going to review the micros. I'll do a firing range test with them to see if they're any different. But I'm not going to re-review the micros because you guys already know what the micros are all about. Again, they tie the small guns in with zip ties, and they tie the big guns in with these. I don't understand. Like the shittiest kind of tie. Oh, one more. No? There appears to be another one holding it down. Oh, yep, there's one more on the scope. It's hidden. 2 more on the scope? Yep, 2 on the scope. Okay, so, see my 4-dart hold? Oh, just spin it. Oh, that was really intuitive. I enjoyed that. I wasn't expecting it to be so intuitive. And it snaps into place. Does this just slide back in? Oh, hello. I don't need you. That just slides in and out. Looks like there's a little clip to catch it. There is no lens in this scope. Let me take it off and show you guys. It is literally just a plastic shape. So we got this and this. Okay, so it's a very long barreled pistol if you were going to use it like that. But why wouldn't you carry the extra darts with you? That just seems silly to me. Okay, so one thing I'm going to say right off the bat with the Hawkeye, that's going to be real hard to do on the fly. I believe it goes this way. Snap that in. Where is the mechanism for brake loading? There's probably a button. Where's the brake loader button? This is going to be another one where I got to look at a video on how to open it. Where's the switch? The other one had a switch. A Nintendo Switch. Ow, that fucking hurt. That's gonna be painful. Oh no, I thought there's a button up here, but it's not for that. Do I have to, no? Pop out? Nope, don't do that. Ow. Okay, so if you don't take the stock off and you try to pull off the scope, there's a chance you're gonna hit your finger on the stock. Ow, that hurt. I think I bent part of my nail backwards on that. Ow. Ow, okay, sure. Oh, you just pull. It's got 2 little catches, so chances are you just it doesn't have a Oh, that is the most annoying ratchet sound of all time. I'm just gonna get the rest of this stuff out in 4 times speed. Now, let's do some more dart math. Thank you, that worked. I just slapped it and it popped out. This set comes with 24 darts, 8, 16, 24. You can hold 1 dart in the chamber of a micro, 1 dart on the top. So this would be 4 darts. And then for the Hawkeye, you break and load 1 dart in here. You can hold 4 in the stock, so that's 5 and 5. So that brings the total held darts on you with this set. Sorry, I didn't grab the other gun. Blaster, sorry. That'll bring the total held on you to 5, 10, 12, 14, minus 24. You get 10 extra darts in this set. So I believe still the top rank extra dart set is the barrel breaker and revolver, reflex revolver combo. Still to this day. Now, since we already know all about the micros, I'm not gonna do a little review on, oh no. I can't pull the trigger on this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, it was just real jammed in there. Did you hear how angry that was? Wow. That dart would have shot out so hard. Holy crap. We're just gonna worry about the Hawkeyes at this point. So, break it. We have our 4 kinds of darts. X shots, Hacky Strike, waffle darts, which I threw over here, and this box is filled with elite darts. So I'm gonna just put in elite first, see if it fits. Chances are it won't. Oh, this gap is a little bit bigger than the one on the Vigilante, so it might actually fit these longer darts. It does! Alright, let's see if it fires. Loading up another elite just to check. So the opening is a little bit wider. It's probably about as wide as the opening on the bottom barrel of the Vigilante. Okay, so we can fire elite darts, and we fire Hacky Strike, which are generally the main issue. Didn't get stuck. It did get stuck. Oh, it actually made it to the end. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Let me fire that again. Oh! If you guys can see in there, there's a little part at the top where it can get stuck. The tapered edge of the elite darts won't touch that, but the stickiness of the Hacky Strike will. So, Hacky Strike are out, but elite are in. Let's try waffle darts, which don't have sticky tips. Also, one thing you'll notice about this set, this is probably the only X-Shot set that does not come with any targets at all. I just realized that. Alright, let's see. This waffle dart stays in there. It's rubbing up against, but it's not touching. Partially the reason behind the Hacky Strike darts being a problem for a lot of the X-Shot blasters is that the tip of them is sticky. And because the tip is sticky, once it touches anything, it just stops. fires waffle darts. That's cool. Last but not least, we're gonna go with the X-Shot darts. I expect no problems with these. There's so much extra clearance. As is common with a lot of the other guns too. The X-Shot darts seem to leave the barrel coming down. We don't need to review these, but one thing I will note is that one of them came pre-primed, like double primed, and when it fired the first one, it was all bang, which I was not expecting. I don't think I've ever encountered that before. It's gonna end up being a pretty quick firing range test because I've preloaded 2 Hawkeyes with X-Shot darts, and I've put the other darts that I'll be using in their stocks. And since they only have 1 dart in the chamber, that means I'll be firing one, and then firing the other gun, and then switching darts, and then at the end, I'll load a couple darts up into the micros and see if we can hit any more targets. So right now I've got an X-Shot dart in the first Hawkeye. I'm looking through the scope in quotes, aiming for can number 4, the zombie dart can. There is a little bit of an iron sight on the end of, well, plastic sight on the end of the Hawkeye's barrel, but I'm gonna see if the scope helps. That came out far to the left with the X-Shot dart. All right, switching Hawkeyes. Looking through the scope, aiming at the 4th can, the first zombie shot can. That came out also far to the left. All right, loading in a waffle dart. The first Hawkeye, aiming again for that 4th can, came out real low. Loading a waffle dart into the 2nd Hawkeye, aiming again for that 4th can through the scope, also came out incredibly low. I think what's happening is they're firing out and they're touching the end of the barrel and bouncing down. One thing I will say is when you first get them, the catch for the break barrel is really, really like tough. But as you get to using them, it'll loosen up. Like one of my Hawkeyes is already loosened the others. Okay, I've loaded a Hawkeye with an elite dart, looking through the scope, aiming at that 4th can again. That one came out almost straight. Switching Hawkeye, loading in another elite dart. I'm not gonna load in any of the active strike darts because they're getting stuck. Looking at that 4th one through the scope, firing, came out low. Okay, so one thing you're gonna have to learn about the Hawkeyes when you're firing them is that chances are all the darts are gonna come out low. They are apparently hitting the edge of the barrel on the way out and then getting knocked down. Just to see if we can be a little more accurate, I'm gonna grab a bunch more waffle darts, load them into these micros, see if we can hit anything. Micros loaded with a waffle dart, 4th can. Right. The micros fire angrily and pretty much straight. Lowering my center of gravity. In other words, I'm now squatting, which is about the right. I'm a little taller when I'm squatting than the can, but still aiming for that zombie shot can. That still came out way far up. But definitely want to load these micros with waffle darts. They will travel the furthest. That was not the best shot. You gotta like really know where the front of the gun is. Oh, man. I hit 1 can with that set. One thing I did not get to show you guys about the Hawkeyes is the barrel's got the 4 slots for the darts. I also realized that, I don't know if you can see in there, but one side is bigger than the other, so you actually have to match them up correctly, which is part of the trouble I was having before, where I didn't match them up correctly and I had so much trouble screwing the back on. Okay, so also one thing I didn't get to show you is that there are 4 slots for darts. I should have showed you this before, but I did not. I'm just gonna grab a bunch of darts. Doesn't matter what they are, they'll all fit. You got an elite dart, you got an X-Strike dart, you got a waffle dart, and you could obviously put in a X-Strike dart if you wanted to, but chances are it's going to get jammed. Oh, actually, really cool thing about these sights is that there's little slots on the side where you can see, not only from the top you know that you're loaded, but you can see if there's a dart in the chamber from the side as well. Should you be shooting up above your head, I guess. Like if you were behind cover and trying to use that long barrel to shoot down on people, you could potentially use the side to be like, what am I shooting? Yeah, to see how many more darts you got in the chamber. Not that it loads them into the gun for you, you'd still have to hold the gun down, load it down. And also, I don't know why you would take this as a suppressing fire gun behind cover. That just seems relatively silly. Did you hear me a little bit off camera trying to fit this back in? Yeah, it's because I'm stupid. I just explained to you that one side is bigger than the other, and that's how you fit it in to the back. Here you go. I'll show you what it looks like. See how one side is a little bit bigger than the other? Where the opening is? Just to make sure that you get them in correctly. And again, you should probably be facing, it'll face to the right of the gun if you've got it correct. Actually, it'll be facing the left, but the butt will be jutting out to the right if you've got it correct when you go to snap it on. And each of the pieces that comes off has a little button. There's a little button in the back. I think you can see it. That'll tell you when you're locked in, and that's what's making the snapping noise. You have the same thing up here. It's these. They push in and out, and they're what catches and keep the gun locked in its current position, or whatever piece you're talking about. The scope has one on the bottom as well. The stock has one. Here's the scope one. The scope one is the only one that isn't orange, but it serves the same purpose. You push it in and out. Also, you might as well not use the scope at all because no shot that you make from it is going to be accurate. And also, there's, again, no lens in the scope. It's just an empty piece of plastic. It's got the molding, but nothing else. So, with the Hawkeyes, they'll take all kinds of darts except for AccuStrike because the tips of the AccuStrike darts are sticky. So keep that in mind. This gun as a whole, wildly inaccurate. I also don't understand why they went with just the straight pull me down method when the Vigilante has a switch and it makes you feel like it's more sturdy than this. Like I'm a little worried that these catches are gonna stop catching if I keep doing that over and over and over again, you know what I mean? And not that it necessarily matters for it to be, like, it's not like it doesn't fire. Like you can have it up here. No, you can't. It's gotta be straight up. Once it's straight up, you can prime it. So potentially you could be like, and hold it up without the catches working, but I'm a little leery. It also feels, you know, they feel cheaper than the Vigilante. But I also don't feel like this would be a very good primary. This is definitely like a backup weapon. Like, oh, and if you want to use it to hold your darts, that's also a good idea. Or potentially you could snap the stocks off. And you know what would probably be great for this? I'm pretty sure you could potentially snap the stock off and put it, if you have one of the Nerf rival vests, like a bunch of us have, pretty sure you can put it in one of your loops. You can hold 4 more darts, which would honestly be a better idea than bringing the gun with you into combat, because these are not very good, and they're big and cumbersome. Like they have the effectiveness of a single sidearm, but it loads even slower than a sidearm, even though it can hold extra darts. This is the first time I'm going to say it. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys and gals. Of this set, the sidearms are actually better than the actual dart guns that it comes with. So I wouldn't recommend this set. Like, this is the first time I'm saying it, especially with X-Shot stuff because it's so much cheaper. This is the first time I'm going to say it. I would not recommend the X-Shot 2x Hawkeye, 2x micro set. You're better off just getting 2 micros and leaving it at that, because they're going to fire farther and they fire quite angrily compared to those. They're easier to load. They don't feel as cheap as the long guns either. I have a lot of qualms with this guy right now, and now I'm worried because a bunch of us just got, like Javier just got 2 of these sets. Maybe his guns will work a little better than mine, but I don't know. So far it seems like the micros are the best option from this set. Kate also got a set of this as well, which is kind of disappointing. I mean, it's fun to have the fantasy of I have this scope on my rifle and I'm standing behind it and looking through, but if the scope doesn't work. Also, I really wanted to get this video filmed today because I haven't been wearing a really cool shirt. All y'all out there should be, you know, getting your reading in, because reading can take you places. I just wanted to share that with you. Just reading can take you places. Let it take you on an adventure, okay?